Coming up, Star Wars The Black Series, SABINE WREN from Ahsoka. Stick around. What's up and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video, we unboxing and reviewing the Star Wars The Black Series, SABINE WREN from Ahsoka. Happy Halloween! So today is Tuesday, October 31st, and we are in the midst of Halloween. So for a little Halloween special, I decided to bust out the SABINE and go ahead and get a video of her up. I did consider between her and the Inquisitors from Obi-Wan, but I went against it and decided just to go ahead and do this. So here she is. So as you can see, we're back to windowed packaging, thankfully. You can see all her gear and make sure that you actually get the figure that you want. You can see the Ahsoka label right there. Turn to the side, you have some pretty awesome box art. Really portrays the actress. Flip around to the back, you have another larger picture of the box art. Small little bio here, which I will go ahead and read for you. Set after the fall of the Empire, Ahsoka, Disney Plus, follows former Jedi Knight Ahsoka Tano as she investigates an emergency threat to a vulnerable galaxy. So that didn't really say nothing about SABINE, but just Star Wars Black Series over here. UPC, nothing. And let's pop her open. So we'll grab the trusty dusty kniff and let's pop her open. But first, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe for future content. All right, so I've been sitting on her for a little more than a month now. I was going to do a Star Wars week, but I haven't gotten enough Star Wars stuff to actually do a week. I mean, I collect vintage collection, but I don't really open them, so it's kind of pointless to even consider that. But we got a hell of a lot of Black Series, and they're starting to pile up, so I figured I'd go ahead and start doing some. We have some more coming, and more in the future. So for now, here's what we got. So here's SABINE. We'll take that plastic dungeon off. Crap. And here we go. So she looks pretty amazing. I really like the head sculpt. That looks good. The armor, it's okay. You can see how it's like I don't want to say weathered because it's not really weathered, but it's aged. You know, so she's got a pair of Westars, her Mandalorian helmet, Ezra's lightsaber, and we'll go ahead and pop this stuff out and start to go over it all. Alright, so here's Westar number 1. As you can see, it has a black handle. The blaster itself is silver, and it has a gold or very like dark beige accents. So that's cool. Get out Westar number 2. Again, black handle, same mold, silver blaster, and this has a pale blue accent. Next, we'll pop out this lightsaber. I see that the packaging is a little tighter than, you know, I think what we're used to. This one's jammed in there real good, but just gotta bend that hilt a bit and we'll get it out. So here it is. You can see a green blade. Hilt looks good, black and silver. Bit of a curve, but that's probably for me bending it and pulling it out. So just let it form back into place. It's got a little loop, belt hook here on the end. Blade detaches. Got this little peg here, opening in the front of the hilt. So there's your lightsaber. Separate that. we'll break out the helmet. So this looks cool. Very nice little Mandalorian helmet. It's in the like a female style, but you know, kind of Bo-Katan's Night Owl, you know, lenses, I guess you could say. Got some horns painted on it. It's got these maroon, dark red, burgundy, whatever color accents, light blue dots, lighter gray at the bottom, dark gray at the top. Rangefinder comes down, so that looks pretty amazing. Can go right over the eye. Open up on the inside. Hollowed out for her head. Gray on the interior. And there's that. Now, Sabine. So here she is. Short, which is cool. She's not overly tall. I was a little worried about that, but you know, perfect height. Got this realistic looking figure now instead of a cartoon version, which I'm totally fine with. Go to the left shoulder pad. You have her symbol right here. Flip around, and you have Rebel Alliance on the right shoulder. She's got different colored paints and lines throughout her Mandalorian chest plate. A little bit on the back. Some extra pieces added to the bracers. So you can see there's some yellow, you know, art on there, both sides, as well as on each one. All right, so arm articulation, come out that far, spin totally around. Not on butterfly joints. She has a single jointed pinned elbow. You see, hand is on a hinged peg, so it can go up and down and rotate full 360. Come up to the head. Head is on a ball joint. This does also have the neck mobility. So try to spin this a bit because it's turning. Spin it back around and turn it back, and there we go. So down that far, up that far. Not much as articulation in the head goes. A little bit of ab crunch. That far forward. That far back. Alright, so she has this outer belt, you know, it's got a double strap at the top, 2 buckles coming down into a pair of holsters on each side. See, no waist swivel, but you can just use the ab swivel. Doesn't appear to be any drop legs either. Legs can come out that far. They can't really go back that far. Forward this far. And then she has single jointed pinless knees. She has calf rotation at the top of the boots. And then she has this hinge in her foot to go down that far. Pull it and it goes up that far. Not so, it doesn't really go forward at all, but it does also have side to side pivot. So articulation on this figure isn't the best, but it's still, it's a Sabine figure. It looks great. So we'll gear her up. So I'm gonna put the yellow accented West Star in the right holster, blue in the left. Let me see. So we'll go ahead and test her lightsaber hilt to hang off this little hook on her belt. So slap that right on and she's good to go. It sticks out a bit far, but play with it, it might, you know, fall down a bit. You don't want to hang it this way because it just straight up sticks out. But yeah, it'll work. I don't know. Bring the helmet in, and you go to put it on her, and it is a super easy fit. There is no forcing, no tightness. It's really loose, but it stays in place, and it looks good. So you can do several different things. If you want to just have her hold it, you know, she can hold it under her arm like that. Hang that lightsaber back up on there. We have the blade of the lightsaber off to the side for the time being. Just give her a little more of a grip on here so she holds it a little bit better. And stand her back up. So let's move her back up just a tad. And we'll bring in a figure for size comparison real quick. So we're going to bring in Darth Malik. And now this figure has some height on him. So I just want to show the advantage. So Sabine is probably in the, I guess, the 5.5 to 5.9 inch range. She's, I guess, perfect height. So I have no complaints over it. And Malik also is, you know, he's knelt a little bit. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get her in a final pose, and we're going to go ahead and throw her on the turntable, and we'll give you some final thoughts. All right, so here is your Star Wars The Black Series Sabine Wren from Ahsoka. So, basic, quick little pose. I just geared her up with the lightsaber. I'm going to have her in another pose for my shelf. I'm going to just kind of have her holding the lightsaber down in her left hand and have a West Star up in her right. I figured it would be a better pose. As you can see, something like this. So I kind of like that a little bit better. You know, I kept the lightsaber in her left hand because she does have the hook on the left side of her belt. So it kind of makes it more easier access to grab it with her left hand. Pulling out to arm herself with the West Star from her right holster. And I believe that's the pose I'm going to have her in on my shelf. I thought about putting the rangefinder down, but there's no need, you know, especially when she's just using her West Star. She has no jetpack, which is odd, but I mean, then again, she didn't really use one in the show. Not that much anyway. But overall, cool figure. Lack of articulation. Accessories are cool. The helmet's great. It doesn't fit snug, but it does fit level, which is fine with me. And next to that, you know, I think the colors are good. The suit looks aged, and it really, it pops. It brings out the colors that we wanted to see from, you know, the animated version to the live action, which in my book is kind of okay. So now next up, just can't wait for the next season. So hopefully that gets here sooner than later. And we'll just review some more in the meantime. But that's going to do it for this one. I want to wish everybody a happy and safe Halloween. Good luck when you're trick-or-treating with your kiddos, or, you know, whatever you have planned on doing. If you enjoyed what you saw, like always, please leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.